We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Niners set to take over on offense. Purdy going to the air right away. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time, or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. On the return is Gibson, taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Hall to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Ball on a give up the middle. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball again on second down. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Hall again on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
A give running right is Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to have the Niners 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Purdy with a throw that's caught by Samuel. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 38 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up for. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Oh, good move. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Chuck Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football and if you're going to throw.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out, and the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On the draw, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Ball again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Pulled in at the 24. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Ooh, with a juke. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Purdy from the gun. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 23 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Let's go, fellas. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go. That's what it is. That's what it is. Come on, time to play. Nothing here. I bet you want it, boys. Let's go get it. This is the calm before the storm, baby.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Jets. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Wilson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here's a give to Hall. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Purdy from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards there and a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. An extra point try now for Moody. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. On the return is Gibson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Rodgers now on first down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And again, it's Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now it's Rodgers. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go again with Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Rodgers will try again on second down. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Williams, 32 yards. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Ball again on second down. Gets past one man and out across midfield down to the 45. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a 2nd and 2. Give to Hall running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Let's go, man. Right now. Let's go, y'all. Make progress. Whatever it takes, I'm getting. I'm coming. They got to walk that walk, baby. It's one play at a time, baby. Let's go. Pay attention. Pay attention. Big week, every week, baby. This is the call. Let's go, fellas.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Purdy to throw it on first down. There's a nice move. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 3. They go play action here. Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Samuel. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Who got him now?
Now Moody for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to the house. Let's go. Do it again, baby. Make it do it again. This is your game, baby. Hey, let's roll. Let's fucking see what we gotta do. That's what I'm talking about. Let's rock and roll, baby. Hey, showdown, baby.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
Rodgers to throw once more. Caught by Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Rodgers again now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Rodgers to throw on second down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
This is Samuel. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Nick Bosa, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Now it's Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Rodgers going to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Mike Williams
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Let's go, man.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner.